Hey everyone, it's Lisa from Inspired Wellness Tucson. Why did I put on a bikini? To show you cupping today? Because I want to show you what you can do on your own in the shower. These are Lure brand cups from Amazon. They were like 25 bucks for a set of 4. They come in 4 different sizes. This is the small, the medium, and there's large and extra large are really, really big. So the cups will pop off if they're not on a flat surface. So I like to use the smallest cups because those for me are the best ones that don't pop off nearly as much as the other ones. So we're going to start with a little shower gel, my favorite, the Yuzu Citrus, Japanese Citrus by Shikai. Super, super fresh flavor, and it's all natural. So you're going to soap up your legs first, and we're going to do this to the thighs and hips. So get them all soapy, and what you do, these are like little mushrooms, so you want to push down, get it to suck on, and then you slide it. So you want to keep it even, flat on the skin. If you pinch them, they will pop off. So as you're going up and down, the slower you go, the deeper it grabs, but you can also go kind of briskly, and it will help break up any myofascial adhesions. So the reason that we're working on the fascia is that the fat cells are embedded in the fascia. And if you have a sedentary lifestyle, basically these areas are just kind of stagnating. You sit around all day long and the fat on your thighs is really not getting any sort of mobilization or action. So by sucking the skin up into the cup and sliding it, we are encouraging collagen production, which helps the skin look young and firm and shiny and healthy. And we're also breaking up any myofascial adhesions that have happened over the years from different injuries. So you can see my legs getting real pink right now. I'd say it's mild discomfort, it's not painful. And the more often you do this, the more it just feels invigorating and good versus painful. You do kind of have to get used to it a little bit. And super helpful to get this little saddlebag area right there. You can go crosswise across the fibers is helpful. And then we'll go up the back. And I like to do the back of my legs seated. So we're gonna adjust our little camera angle to show you. There we go. So I'll start with the side of the leg. Right in there. Bring it all the way up. And back of the leg here, there's like a gritty, gravelly sound I'm hearing. So that indicates that there's more adhesions. So crazy, right? You hear that? And again, the cup is staying suctioned on. I'm just sliding it up and down. Then it'll pop off occasionally. And when it does, I squish it back on and start again. I like to use both hands because it's easier. And then this area is great to just go in circles over it and across the fibers. Getting the IT band there is great. That's an area that gets really stuck. In the front, it'll stick to the quads. In the back, it'll stick to the hamstrings. So, but yeah, so this is all pink right now, but I'm not going to get any red hickey marks because I've been doing this daily. You can switch sides. Again, you start with your body wash. You can use shampoo too if you need. I wouldn't use like a cake bar of soap because that can leave a cloudy film on the cups. So go back up there, see how quickly it turns pink, and go even a little stronger on this section. And when it pops off, you just put it back on. And if you go slowly, it's able to grab deeper. If you go more quickly, it's just kind of making sure that things are not stuck. Very common area to get gluey. I first started doing this every day when I was doing yoga in short shorts, and I noticed that when I did the downward dog, the skin here was just kind of hanging. I'm looking a little wrinkly. It's like, uh-oh. Since I am 45 now, I was like, well, I know nature's not just gonna bless me with more collagen out of the blue. I gotta work for it. So this is how we work for more collagen on the legs. Helps the skin stay youthful, shiny, firm. And again, we're getting that kind of gravelly grit in the hamstrings there. Lots of myofascial adhesion that can happen when the hamstrings get all balled up back here. So it can be super helpful to do this. Now, I was gonna offer this as a service for people, but I learned a couple things pretty quickly. One is that it really doesn't do much at all. If you have this done professionally once a month, you're really not going to see a difference. This is the kind of thing that really only helps if you're doing it very regularly. So they recommend like 10 minutes a day. So obviously I don't expect anyone to come and see me every single day to get this done. I also learned, as I did kind of donation-based services, and I invited a bunch of different women of all different shapes and sizes just to see, is there a group of people this is most effective for. Sadly, I learned that it is most effective for leaner people who have maybe like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of subcutaneous fat that may be looking a little dimply or bumpy. For those people, it's wonderful. Now, when I did it on larger people who have a thicker layer of adipose tissue, really, you know, if you look at the depth of this, it's only like 1 inch deep. So this isn't going to touch like a 3-4 inch layer of fat. It's just going to barely touch the surface, and that would not be enough to remodel the tissue. And it really hurt my wrists to do cupping on really firm, hard fat. It was very painful for me. So it's like, okay, I'm not going to offer this to people as a service, but I can teach it as a self-care practice. Just do be mindful of your wrist if you have a little more body fat. Don't do so much squeezy stuff with your hand because it'll really hurt your wrist. You want to really just keep it flat on and slide it. And again, the slower you go, the deeper it's going to grab. And if that's too intense, you can speed it up, and it's just going to break up those adhesions on the surface level. And I'll show you what can happen if you come across adhesions. You could do this on arms and stomach also. I did it on my tummy yesterday, and I got some lovely hickey marks. Woo! So these were from doing vertical stripes up and down. I encountered a couple areas where there was some myofascial adhesion. So these little marks, they're just hickeys. They're not bruises, they're not rashes. I'm coming closer, just a little hickey. So that'll be gone in probably like 2 days. You wouldn't want to do it right before a hot tub party or fancy event. But you know, it's November now, so most of us are not going to bikini parties. So that's what one little slidey cup can do for you for your firming routine.